Howdy, Possum Patty here, and welcome to Soggy Bottom. It is very soggy. We had more rain, and I am standing in a very large puddle. But I wanted to check out this pussy willow bush right here next to me, because around January, February, the pussy willows do start popping open. So let's take a closer look here. And we can see the little buds popping open. You can see some of the fluffy white stuff just peeking through. And it's a willow, so it doesn't mind wet feet. Well, yes, the rain has finally stopped, at least for a few days. And Mr. Possum and I went outside splashing about in all the puddles here at Soggy Bottom. Came inside, I had a little bit of a play at the table, and then in the afternoon the sun came out and we went back outside again, and of course I was picking up rocks in there. Rocks, and they're here on the table somewhere. I want to share them with you. Ooh, they're there. And let's see. Oh, I had an idea for my Nutty journal. I want to make a page for that. And then Mr. Possum went up to the mailbox and surprise, surprise, happy mail. Can't wait to open it. This is from Trudy. I have no idea what she's sending me. It's a surprise. And it's a few little things to share with you. Hashtag silly Saturday shares, okay? Oh, the first silly thing that I'm going to share with you is this pillow. And finally, somebody has noticed the pillow that I keep on my chair. And this is a special pillow that my sister gave me, one of my sisters. And it says, "We've been through a lot together, and most of it was your fault." I keep that right here. It is very special to me. All right, so I'm going to bring you in closer and show you what I've been working on, and we'll open the happy mail, and I'm going to show you those rocks at some point, hopefully, and I have an idea for this journal, so come on along. Okay, well, first of all, if you hear any yelling going on in the background, don't worry about it. Mr. Possum is watching the movie Zulu, and there's a lot going on out there in the living room right now. Well, this is Angela Rose's The Fairies Journal, and the last couple of days you might have seen the Fairy Journal flips or see me working on this journal. Now, at the end of the last video, there was only a few more things that I wanted to do in this journal, and I thought maybe I would pop in and get that done right away today. Yeah, I just had another idea, so I'm sitting here still working on it. So I came in and I did a few things after we were playing outside, and as soon as I finished, I had an idea for two more. Mr. Possum said, "Oh, the sun's out, let's go back outside." And I was like, okay, I'll be right out. And I did a few things, and then I had the idea for a few more things, and I just said, well, I have to leave this because I need to get outside while the sun is shining, because believe me, we haven't had much sunshine around here lately. I'm looking for my glue stick while I'm talking here. Yeah, so then I came back in. I said, okay, let me just get those few things done and finish this journal. Well, I think I sat here for like another hour just playing and playing and playing. And did I get to the other two journals yet? No. But wait till you see what I've done in this journal. Well, of course, you saw me. I just put some gold on there. And this is called Deco Color Premium, and it's like a gold leaf. It's by Marvy. They make a lot of different kind of markers and things. I like this one. It's very, very nice. It's got a beautiful, like, gold leaf color gold. Some of the gold metallic pens, they're kind of greenish. I don't really care for the color, but I do love this one by Marvy. So I've done something, I think, on every page, on every tag. I don't know how much more I could possibly do on this. Yes, I do. Yes, this is like, okay, all day long. I put some gold dots on the inside. And just when I picked up the journal, I'm like, ooh, let me add some to the outside too. Because it's just so much fun to do some mark making. If you don't do much mark making, or if you haven't done any mark making in your journals, I highly recommend it. And mark making can be as simple as adding little gold dots. You can add scribbles, you can add hearts, you can doodle stars, just a little bit of personal penmanship in there. Really makes the journal special. Okay, so you just saw what I did to the cover. Okay, on the very first page, there were some lines here. Now, the journal is made by Julia, who is the fairy's godmother over in the UK. And it comes pre-made, but with lots of blank spaces, sort of like a passport that you can fill in with the fairy's adventures or things, whatever you want to. Make it a little fairy life book, or a little fairy junk journal, a little fairy glue book, doesn't matter. It's yours to do with whatever you wish. Well, Julia had drawn little lines in the corners, almost like, you know, like the picture was stitched in there. And what I did was take a little tiny bit of washi tape. Now, I went into the closet to find my tiniest washi tapes because I figured they would be perfect for fairy journals. And since I was working in fairy journals, I thought that would be a great idea, the very thin ones. And over those lines, I put this gold foil washi tape. I added this little picture of mushrooms in the corner, and that came off of this sheet here. I put the gold dots everywhere. I added this sticker of the snail on the mushroom because it reminds me of, I got a couple of big snails that live out in the yard over there by the tree stump, the old tree stump. And they come out and they eat the mushrooms. Now, they don't have a shell, they're slugs. But, you know, what is a slug but a snail without the shell, right? And so I added that. And then at the bottom, I took out these stickers. See, now I moved everything gently aside. Okay. So I took out these stickers, you know, with the little sayings on them. And I went through, you know, pretty quickly and just picked out a few to put in here. So I put Angela Rose arrives at Soggy Bottom 6/21/23, and the sticker said, "And so the adventure begins." I thought that was pretty appropriate. So I really jazzed up this spread with the gold and the stickers. Oh, and around the words, I did take my Stablio All pencil. It's water soluble. And they do this like on mixed media pieces where if they put in words, they put some black around them. And then you take like a brush and just a little touch of water and go around the edge like that. Sort of really makes that stand out. So boy, did I jazz this spread up. And I also did to this spread, add the gold dots. And on this side, I found a card that my sister had given to me years ago. And I think this is when Mr. Possum's father had passed away because it's a sympathy card. And I saved it because it has these beautiful little angels on here and rainbows and stars. And I thought, oh, that's so sweet. And I had saved it. Look at that. And I just came across it again. And I'm like, oh, those little angels are going to be perfect for the little fairy book. So I put one over there. I sort of lifted the edge of that butterfly a little bit and put her behind and put the butterfly wing back over there. And this was the picture of Angela Rose, the fairy, doing her laundry out in the snow. And speaking of out in the snow, you might remember I just made this tag, right? And I jazzed it up yesterday with putting these snowflake stickers on there and distressing it. Well, I added some more today. I added one of those angels because Angela Rose is out there making a snow fairy that looks just like a snow angel, but it's a snow fairy. And I took the word happy off the front of the card and I put that there, and I love it now with the angel and the star and happy. And Angela Rose is so happy out there making her little snow fairies in the snow. So I jazzed that up a little bit. And then on this side, I had already put the picture, but I added these words, with brave wings she flies. Because in this picture, Angela Rose is flying across the ocean from the UK to the US, coming to her home here at Soggy Bottom. With brave wings she flies. I thought, oh, that's perfect. So you can see how I've really been jazzing this up. Now there's a tag in here. Let me show you that. And on the tag, I put a picture of Lulu Ladybug Fairy and Little Pixie. And they sit next to me on the table. And they have their little ladybug journal there. I added their name and a little bit of that tiny washi tape with the stars and a little bit in the corner. Now this little tab was there, but on this side, I add a little bit of that lace. You might remember I pulled this out, but I hadn't used it yet. Well, I used it. I cut a little piece and put it there. And I didn't want to cover this picture. I love this turtle picture. But I added some words. What seems ordinary is often the extraordinary. And I love it because it's nature. And to me, nature is extraordinary. So that card is completed. And in this page is another card. And on this card, I put a picture of Flo. Because, you know, I was working here yesterday, and I put a picture of Evelyn Rose, the fairy, who lives at Doki Doki Forest, because she got this little postcard. Angela Rose got the postcard from Evelyn Rose. And so, but you know, Flo had sent Angela Rose a postcard also. I said, okay, let me get Flo in the journal. And this is Flo, and she lives with Janet Nash in the UK. The word dream was already there. So I added some of that tiny washi tape along the edge. And I added a gold star. And I just put little beams coming off the star. And of course, Flo is backed by a piece of green paper and some gold dots across the bottom. And on the other side, I did my journaling. Flo lives with Janet Nash in the UK, but I added another one of those angels with the moon and the star. I put a little bunny there, and I added the words, use your wings. Use your wings. I love it. The fairies and the angels. And then this page I completed yesterday. I didn't do anything to that, but I did some more to the flip page. First of all, I put some of that black pencil around here and, you know, touched it with a little bit of water. I added a couple pieces of washi tape above the flip. Now, I made the flip with a fabric hinge, if you want to watch yesterday's video. And on the card, I put a picture of Lillian Ladybug Fairy, not Lulu Ladybug that lives here, But Lillian Ladybug, who lives with Ladybug Lala, that's what I call Lori, down in Florida. And I put a picture of here. So now I'm filling this up with not just Angela Rose, but also her family and her friends. And to me, that made a lot of sense. You know, Angela Rose was kind of like, you know, you don't need a picture of me in every page. Let's kind of fill it up with the things in my life, the people in my life, and not just me. And I said, that makes it a lot easier for me. Love the bunny flip. Do you see the little bit of bunny theme going here, right? And I added these little ladybugs flying up towards Lillian Ladybug up there. And that's all I did on this side. And in the last pocket is a card. And what I did was I copied the postcard that Flo had sent Angela Rose, and I had to shrink it down to fit it into this journal. So that's what I did. So she had collaged this wonderful picture on this side with little mushroom houses and a garden and a little home back there. It says enjoyable, spending time with friends, little doodle hearts there. I put some washi tape and a dragonfly because there's a garden back there. And on the other side of the postcard, it says, Dear Angela Rose, it's Flo here. I do hope you are having a wonderful time at Patty's Garden making journals. Love, Flo. And these scraps of paper here are sort of covering addresses. And I added these wonderful tiny pearl half rounds on that little scrap paper that's covering the address. Just an extra special touch. So and I did some doodle hearts. So this is what I'm talking about, mark making. I did a couple little doodle hearts here. And that goes in this pocket. Now the journaling tags, cards, whatever you want to call them, came with the journal. And all I had to do was fill them up. Oh, I did add this little bit here. You know, there was a circle there, but not a hole. So I got the hole punch out. And I did make a hole there where that circle was. Well, that is it. Flo's journal, I believe, is complete with pictures of her, her family, her friends. And that is complete. I can close this one up with a good feeling that this journal is done. Now, it made sense to finish hers first because she's been at Soggy Bottom the longest. So I have 2 more journals to do, and this is Maggie Rose and Ruthie Rose, but I'm going to put those aside for right now. So if you enjoy mini journals or fairy journals, come back because I have 2 more of those that I need to finish. But I am very excited to see what Trudy sent me. Oh, it looks like a lot of goodies. Happy mail just for you, it says. You know I love to journal with the goodies that folks send me. I have baskets of goodies everywhere, and I'm always adding things to my journals. Ooh, I wonder what this is. Is there a letter? Is there a card? Let's see. Ooh, card. Let's see. Hang on, I'm looking for a little letter here. Oh my, it's a long one. Well, the letter is a little long and personal, but a short synopsis is, you know, season's greetings. Well, Trudy was having a giveaway on one of her videos, and she was going to send out something she had made to a few subscribers. Well, one person who won was Carol at Crinkled Path. And when she told Carol what she was sending her, Carol said, Patty lost her mom and she's journaling with cardinals this year. Send it to Patty. But Trudy told Carol that she was already sending me one. So she said, I am twice blessed with this cardinal, all because Trudy's sending me one and Carol wanted me to have one too. That is so sweet of both of you. Love you, Carol. Love you, Trudy. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what this is. Something that Trudy made. Oh, my goodness. A hand-painted cardinal. As long as they come to brighten up my day and bring me some joy to continue on my way. And here's the poet's name, Emily, and I can't quite pronounce that last name. Looks like Scherer, made by Trudy Craig, Christmas 2023. I love tree cookies. And look at the beautiful carving. Oh, and she put snow on the branches. That is so special. Look at that beautiful cardinal. Oh, you know what? Somebody made me one with mushrooms, and I have it hanging over there by the fairies, and I think I'm going to hang this over there too. I know it's a Christmas ornament, but I don't like to hang it on the tree and then have to put it away. I want to leave it out all year long. Oh, Trudy, that is so special. And she made me a Valentine. Oh my goodness. Look at this Valentine. Oh, it's got tags. Look at that layered pocket. You're pretty much my most favorite person. Oh, that it's a sweet little tag. Look at the heart on that one. And a beautiful girl with some pink burlap and lace and stitching. I love the pink stripes too. Oh wow, this has got things all over it. It's one of those like folio things. Amour, love. My love, it says in French on there. That is so cute. Oh, what's a paper clip? All right. We have to explore this. Bingo, an old picture. Look at the bird made from music paper. Oh, it's a little pad. And there's a little Sparkle Heart Brad. Oh, I see. There's a little pocket here. And then you, what do you do next, Trudy? What do you do next? You pull these tags out. Right on there. Now, is this supposed to open or no? No? Yes? No? Oh, this is... I think there's a clip inside here. Yes, yes. This is like a giant altered clip. Paper clip. So you can slip this onto a page in your journal, and then you've got these tags like this. Oh, that's amazing. That is some paper engineering there. Look at the little sparkly red hearts. That is some awesome paper engineering. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, Trudy. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Oh. And you know what this reminds me of? All right, this is going to get hung up. Definitely going to get hung up. This reminds me of Emma. Now, if you're a new Possum Peep, you might not know who Emma is, but let me get her quick. Okay, this is Emma. Isn't she gorgeous? This was my first and only try at doing a shabby chic. And I've gotten a bunch of this lace and these pins at the flea market. So all the material and the lace and the pins and these little doodads here, this all came from the flea market. All of this. I don't remember where I got the roses. That probably came from a tag sale of the flea market too. Matter of fact, I think the video is titled something about Flea Market Journal when I made this. And I named her Emma, and there is a picture. We'll go over this in a minute. There is a picture of Emma in here. And there she is, Emma. Look at the beautiful peacock on the inside cover here. Feel the nice crinkly stuff on the inside. Some crinkly paper in there. Got lace and ribbon. Emma came from the flea market. And this is supposed to be shabby chic, but the pages came out a little bright, but that's okay. We'll tone them down as we go along. Yeah, so this was I think a watercolor pad that was about 16 inches long, and I was able to make pages out of that so it would fit nice in this journal because it's a little on the large side. And I splashed watercolor and I stenciled the pages. And I did this a while ago, and as you can see, I haven't journaled anything in here. Little bird there. Just made the foundation pages, 2 signatures, beautiful peacock on the back. I ripped the edge because I like the decal edge look like that. And the only thing I put in here was her picture, like that. And I did find a picture of her children at the flea market. And they're going to get their own journal. Now, Emma is married to Howard, and these are their children. And Howard is my one try at a steampunk journal. And this has a fabulous mixed media cover. I'll link the 2 playlists below for Emma the Shabby Chic and Howard the Steampunk. And this has got everything on here. Collaging and glitter and gears and painting and stenciling. You can see gears there. Some stickers. Some more gears back here. This was a total piece of work, let me tell you. Now the pages on the end, oh, here's Howard. There's Howard. And I made this frame, and it's supposed to look like paper came out and got folded over. But I think I was supposed to make the top layers a little lighter. I can still do that, I guess. Give it more dimension. I kind of made them all the same color. But I think if you make the top layers a little lighter and the bottom layers a little darker, then it looks more three-dimensional. And this book is, it says Howard here, H is for Howard. Steampunk City was the book, and I altered the book a little bit to make the journal. And I actually cut the pages down because the book was bigger. So I had to cut everything down. And there's also no journaling in here yet. It's just pages from the book that I cut down. Yes, so I thought these journals would get done this year. Well, maybe not get done. Let me rephrase that. Yes, I thought these journals would get started this year. And to me, this is kind of like a fall vibe journal. And this reminded me of February. And it could be spring too, with the dragonfly and the flowers. So this will be the journal that gets everything in it that comes after my Christmas journal. I have to finish the Christmas journal. I have to finish the fall journals, but that's okay. I'll be working in them. And so I'm not going to make a new journal. So this, a lot of pages in here. I can do a lot of journaling in here. And then when beach weather comes, I'll get out the beach journal and the lighthouse journal. And those journals will keep me very busy till fall. And this will be my fall journal. So to tell you the truth, I am all set with my junk journals for journaling, my daily journaling for 2024. I made a bunch of glue books and I have these journals. So really I'm like done for 2024. If I feel like making a journal, I will. I'm making some memory keepers, which is different than my daily journaling, which I also put memory keeping in. But those memory keepers have a specific reason, like one is about our farm and one would be about my trip to Costa Rica, things like that, you know, 1950s memories. That's my Barbie one. So yeah, so I have so many journals all ready to go to journal in 2024. Okay, so the reason I took this out is because, Trudy, this is going to be the very first thing, excuse me, children, that will go in this journal. Because isn't this just perfect for Emma? I really want to tone down the pages a little bit, maybe. Make them, I mean, I'm loving the pink and purple, but I want to make them look maybe a little bit more vintagey, like this page. I kind of distressed it a little bit. But this will definitely, this goes right over, let's see. Yeah, sits right on the page like that. And Trudy, this will go in here. I'm going to doll up the page a little bit. So I'll put this over there in that stack of journals to get done. And she made this card, love you lots. Aww. I made this card. Feel free to send to someone you love lots. Heart, Trudy. Oh, thank you, Trudy. I love you lots. Oh, now I don't have to buy Mr. Possum a card, right? So I'm going to make a page for the letter and for this Valentine. And I'll probably take a picture of that and put that in the journal too. Oh, Trudy, thank you so much, so much. That is beautiful. What a gorgeous job you did. I can't thank you enough. It's special for remembering my mom. Okay, it is running long. We'll probably have to do rocks tomorrow. But let me show you my Nutty journal. Well, as usual, I have yacked all the time away. I'm going to save my rocks. I'll take out my Dirt Road Diary and share that and the rocks that I found today. And let me just show this to you. This is my Nutty journal. If you're a new Possum Peep and haven't seen it yet, it is a true Trashy, made from trash. 5 signatures in this Planters honey roasted peanut box. Now this had packs of peanuts in it, so the box itself was clean, and I made that the cover. And I call it my Nutty. And in here I like to put Nutty family and friends. And it's getting late now, yeah. So let me just show you what I'm going to do. So I was going to go to this double spread because I need 2 whole pages. And I know you've been waiting for this. Who's going to be the new nut in the Nutty journal? Well, the new nut in the Nutty journal is, drum roll please. You ready? Ta-da! Sharon at Connections of Lives and Interests 2020. You will be the next Nutty in my Nutty journal. And she's going on a blue page. Blue is her fave color. And yes, we have been connected since 2020. We're longtime peeps. And I started off watching her craft videos, but now she has videos about everything, gardening and wildlife. And her husband just got a 55 Chevy and they're working on projects. Oh, and before that, he built a lighthouse. And before that, he built a cabin. And she is so funny. If you want to put a smile on your face, go over to Connections of Lives and Interests 2020. She goes out and talks to the little lizard that lives in her yard, has conversations with the dragonflies. Yeah, she's my nut. Now, why is she coming in here next? Well, her and her hubby took a vacay up to the mountains, and they did a little video on the store that they went to. And it was called the Hickory Nut. I was like, oh my gosh, the Hickory Nut. Jared, you're going to be my next nut. So I grabbed this picture of the Hickory Nut store. I'll link her channel below. You can go check out her videos. And that's going to go on the page. And her husband is Mr. Thumbs Up, and his latest project is this 1955 Chevy. And I was thinking of making, and I have to work on this. I'll work on this tomorrow maybe, like a tab pull. So this garage door will be on a tab, and then when you pull the tab, the door will open, and then you can see the Chevy inside. Okay, so this is my plan. Oh, and Sharon loves blue. So I'm using a lot of trash in here. So here's the cover to the Yankee magazine from the library. I was thinking of giving her a little bit of blueberries on the side there, just to sparkle up her page a little bit. Gonna put Sharon in a bowl of blueberries, and then I'm gonna try and engineer something for Mr. Thumbs Up. Special pull page so his garage door will open. So that's my plan for the Nutty. It'll take me a while to figure that out. I have to do some paper engineering. And I'm going to leave this on the table as some crumbs. And I also brought out my Dirt Road Diary, which is my learning journal. All things rocks in here. In the winter time, I spend a lot of time walking up and down the road looking at rocks and trying to learn a little something about them. And then my best possum peeps started sending me some rocks. And like, oh my gosh, I'm getting rocks from everywhere around the country. And I want to learn about those too. And Heather C. sent me this cartoon. You have enough rocks, but I don't have these rocks. So now I am putting in some friendship rocks. And here, this is about some friendship rocks here from Puerto Rico. And I have friendship rocks from Trudy, from Sedona, right there. Oh, and I drew this picture. Friendship rocks from Leanne in Nebraska. So this needs a page right there. And then I have some other rocks I want to put in here yet. There's always something I want to journal about. So, well, I guess that's enough silly shares for right now. Lots more to do, never bored. So I can come back to the table tomorrow and do a little bit more. I just want to thank you for coming along today and wish you a happy weekend and happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.